Okay, so before we get started with this episode today, I just wanted to take a time to let you guys know that we partnered up with WizardCon for Wizard World Philadelphia, and we are holding a contest currently. So if you would like to enter the contest to win 2 4-day passes to this year's WizardCon in Philadelphia 2018, just click the link in the show notes. It takes you to our Facebook page, and all you have to do there is find the post that is pinned to the top of the page and just comment with your favorite superhero, and you will be automatically entered into a random drawing to figure out if you will get 2 4-day passes to WizardCon. And while you're there, also like the Facebook page and give the post a share. All right, on to the show.
I'm not gonna lie, that movie out of pocket.
I mean, Lil Wayne is the unofficial mascot of the show. Like, we talk about this nigga all the time.
Man, that shit chalk.
It was a real solid movie. Like, I really can't complain.
My name is Derek K. Darko.
I'm the Smart Randall III.
And this is the Mark and Dark Show, your plug for movie and TV news, reviews, and opinions. Welcome back, everybody. What's going on with you?
Yo.
I'm also glad to say that we got some special guests in the house.
Yes, sir.
We have the hosts from the Nerdgasm.
Nerdgasm, yeah, Nerdgasm Talk.
Back it up. Nerdgasm Talk. We got the host from Nerdgasm Talk. Introduce yourselves.
What's going on? It's NC, the place to be, chilling with Mr. A&D, and I'm here with the anime hero, SWAGGONZ0.
That is I do not have an anime move because I am still crying after what happened in InfinityWar.
Oh, man.
I mean, and that's what this episode is going to be all about. Today, we're going to review a movie that's 10 years in the making.
I was about to say, man, we're going to spoil this, John.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you should have known better.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in the title. Yeah. It's in the show notes.
It's Monday, so you should have seen it.
You should have seen it. Like,
actually, it's Tuesday, so gosh, you really should have seen this joint. Yeah, it's Tuesday.
I'm late.
You really should have seen this joint.
You're embarrassed me in front of the Wizards.
But yo, can I just say, like, when they was like, yo, we gonna make all these movies and then put these movies in one big movie and you gonna love it. In 10 years, I would have been like, yo, 10 years ago, I was still in my 20s. like 10 years ago is a long fucking time.
Damn, dog.
Imagine cell phones.
Yeah. Tell you about it.
The Nokia Johns. Chirp.
That shit is too wild. So,
and the thing, Iron Man was going to start this thing off. I would have said that was going to fail.
You thought it was gonna fail when Iron Man was?
I thought Iron Man was one going to fail because I'm a huge X-Men guy.
Oh, okay.
So when 2000 came, I was like, this is when we're going to start it.
Okay.
And I was wrong.
Yeah, because see, I didn't know that all companies like owned properties to different Marvel people. So that's why, like, I was thinking that everybody was gonna all be in the same joint.
Yeah.
Nah, sorry. Yeah.
But they played it smart. Disney really
put
like their money in the right place for it.
When this first came out, it wasn't even Disney.
Yeah,
like,
it wasn't.
First Iron Man films were Paramount.
Paramount, Hulk was Universal.
Yeah.
And they just got their own studio and just start blowing money.
Yo, shout out to the Hulk.
Which one? Which Hulk, though?
Yo, I'm going all the way back to Ang Lee Hulk. Shout out to the original Hulk. Oh. The green jelly bean. Oh. Yo, shout out to Eric Bana.
Yo, that's so disappointing. So disappointing.
I'm
what else is
my best to remember the Eric Bana.
Oh, no, you're not missing anything.
I'm trying to imagine the last fight, and all I can remember is him yelling, and that was the end of the fight.
Yeah.
Was that how it ended?
Yeah, he said you want all power, take all power, or something like that.
Yeah, he talked. He actually talked.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Oh, okay. Never mind.
He didn't talk like Ragnarok.
Yeah, he didn't talk. Yeah, he talked like Eric Bana. Take it.
All right, enough of that. Enough of that reflection. I have beef with the Hawk right now. So
ooh, okay.
I got some issues with.
Oh man,
sure, that's what you want beef with. Like,
I mean, I seen him bleed. So yeah, I seen my man stretched out. So yeah, I ain't scared no more. Once you knock out Debo, it's open game, dog. Everybody can get stretched.
My Infinity Stones.
All right, well, enough of it. Let's get into it. Let's go clockwise with first initial impressions.
Sure.
Start with you. Let's start with the guest.
Yep.
You know what? When I went to go see Infinity War, I really enjoyed it, but it did take me. I had to see it a second time. So right now,
did it age well?
Yes, okay. It actually did. For me, in my opinion, it did age pretty well. I don't have it as my favorite MCU movie. Not by
Oh,
no
me
bit.
either. No,
It's
me
in my
either.
top 5, but it's not my high top 5 though. It's like I have like number 4.
Okay.
Yeah, that's respectable.
Yeah, number 4.
I mean,
I'm curious.
I'll ask later. I just want to know what is 1 and 3. I'll ask later. I can kind of guess.
Oh, you know what? Surprise me. Go ahead.
Okay.
So my number 1 is
Ordinarily, I would say Black Panther, but I think it might be Captain America: Civil War.
Winter Soldier.
Damn.
I think I Winter
I think
Soldier.
Winter Soldier's like
One and
Like it's
two is-
definitely in my top 3.
Yeah.
It's in my top 3.
It's like
Yeah.
collectively the
Black
best.
Panther's number 2 because it's like 1A, 1B.
Yeah.
For me, when it came to Black
Yeah.
Panther and Winter Soldier,
and then Civil War.
and then no, I had the first Avengers. I really love the first Avengers.
It
movie.
was respectable.
It was
That Captain America suit was very questionable.
it was corny. It was a
Yo, watching that movie back now, like watching it now, it was pretty corny.
Yeah, but look, I don't know. It because see, at that time it was the first time that we seen the crossover. Now we're used to crossovers now, so
Yeah.
we're kind of spoiled.
Right.
But back in 2012 when it first was happening,
Yeah.
and you see all these movies finally coming together, and I was like, oh, it worked. They're not just all skipping down the middle like this is Claudine or anything. They know we about there's conflict, and then we got to resolve it. And then now that they're going to probably take the originals and go back to Avengers 4 and come fix this problem, the movie just aged well to me.
Yeah.
And I really love it. But
That
then
suit doesn't age well.
It doesn't.
My man like a Power Ranger.
Well, look, I'm not the biggest cat fan. I'm not the biggest
The
cat
rest
fan.
of his costumes was popping though.
Yeah.
Every single other Cap costume is on point.
Winter Soldier's my favorite. The gray, the monotone one.
Yeah.
That was
a
my
pretty
favorite.
dope
With the gray
joint.
shield. I love that.
I kind of fuck with the OG one, the one that was like a jumpsuit.
Really?
Oh yeah, with the buckles and everything.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
kind of fuck with it. It looked tactical. It looked like something a military person would have. Like his newer shit looks like, I don't know what that shit is. It's hot
Just
though.
cargo
It's cool.
pants.
Yeah, it's cargo pants.
T-shirt.
He just showed up like some Under Armour.
What's up?
All right, so what about you? What about your initial impressions?
Well, I saw it twice, and I loved it each time. The first time was in the standard movie theater. The second time was at IMAX, which I saw things that I didn't notice it the first time when I watched it, and I appreciated it a lot more. The first time going around, I did not like anyone in the Black Order except for Ebony Maw.
Yeah.
And now I have a newfound joy for Midnight after watching it the second time.
Yeah.
I'm glad they didn't glorify on a lot of characters that we've seen enough of, and they gave time to shine for other characters.
Yeah.
To shine, because I felt Thor needs to tie some loose ends up, especially after having that second bad movie.
Yeah.
It's a really good third movie.
Yeah.
And just to wrap it up all up, I thought that was a good arc for Thor.
I think Thor is the Gucci of Avengers.
He's the Gucci.
Yeah, he had the best glow up.
Okay.
Because everyone else has been consistent.
Yeah, everybody can be consistent. Okay.
He was extremely OP in this movie. I was like, oh, how?
Stormbreaker though.
Yeah,
Stormbreaker.
I did love that.
I want my
Yeah.
Beta Ray Bill soon.
I was thinking about what that would look like, and I think it would scare kids.
Hashtag Thor. Hashtag Frog Thor. Come on.
How big would he be, though?
Yeah.
Like, would he be tiny?
I'm sure.
Frog Thor.
I feel like he
I'm
would.
pretty sure he would be.
I would love to
frog
see
size.
him big size, because then we might get that Battletoads movie.
Woo.
Deep cut.
I
Yeah.
was like,
You the only one that screened it.
Hey, dog.
He said, "I need
That shit was a hard ass
Battletoads."
game. It's gonna be a hard ass movie, dog. Everybody gonna go ham for that shit. They ain't gonna get past like the first 30 minutes. Shit too difficult. Just little kids bitching at the movie theater, knocking over popcorn. Fuck this shit. I'm gonna go play Mario.
I thought Thanos had a very well story to tell. We
Yeah.
actually saw his emotional side, which I didn't think we was going to see in this movie, but they displayed that better than I even imagined. And just showing that Thanos, why he is the big bad that we waited 10 years for.
Yeah.
I felt like they delivered on that. And I mean, I've been arguing with people on my Facebook about Killmonger and Thanos.
Yeah. I mean, what's the argument?
Yeah, like people are saying
Like, who wore
Killmonger
it
was
better?
better. I was like, okay,
Oh,
look,
who was? Oh no, that's
Killmonger. I was with Killmonger
that's
until he brought up genocide. I was like, all right, you're going a little crazy.
Yeah.
But I heard this from another podcast. They said Thanos is the parent that's about to beat you, but before they beat you, they tell you why they're going to beat you.
Yeah.
And they tell it so well that
Yeah.
you're thinking you're not going to get beaten.
Yeah.
But they beat you even worse.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah.
That just blew my mind.
I kind of feel like Thanos is that parent that you think you about to get beat, and they be like, "Get in the car, we're gonna go for a ride." And then as you're driving, they're like dropping mad knowledge on you, and just when you think you safe, you're not. They like drop you off in a bad neighborhood and leave you there or something. Mad efficient.
And then one more small point. What really got me to where I almost joined side with Thanos, it was thinking about my job, because my job recently let go a lot of people. And ever since then, coworkers like me and other my coworkers started getting overtime. I was like, oh, this is a good benefit.
Yeah.
Crap, Thanos was right. Maybe
damn.
erase this.
You do a little snap.
Wow. That's,
He's like, I deserve this overtime. I'm here.
Like, oh shit.
So I was like, maybe it wasn't wrong.
I mean,
so yeah. Overall, I enjoyed it.
All right,
That's real as shit, dog. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, damn, yo. Like, get all them hours, dog.
Once I put it there, I was like, shit. He's right.
Oh, man. So with me, I already knew what I was expecting. Like, first of all, it was my birthday. It dropped on my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Oh, hey,
Thank you. So, like, I took off work. I took a half day and went right to the theater.
Jealous. Continue though.
Went right to the theater, dog. Got a couple drinks. Went in there, and I was like, yo, Thanos is about to go to work. And he did not fail me at all. Especially that first scene when he whooped the Hawk's ass like he was Mike Tyson.
Hands on.
Yo, he put them hands on them, something fierce.
That shit was soul crushing. That was like seeing your dad get beat up over a 20 he owed somebody. You gotta help him walk home. Like that shit was crushing.
Send him right back to Earth.
Yo, it sent me right back to Earth. Because I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, yo, this is wildin', man.
Shit was crushing.
He hit him with combos. He said, and Emery Malls in the side, yeah, let him have his fight. Let him have his fun.
Yeah.
Profit.
Yeah, right.
That shit was crazy. So yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I was about to jump in.
It's cool.
Going last sucks. I ain't going last next time.
But yeah, everything was good from Black Panther and Captain America both running towards on the field, like sprinting. Both of them
Cap is fast.
lines. Yeah,
I love that.
Yo,
I
Cap
love
is
that scene. Yeah, I'm like, oh shit,
because you gotta think like so. BP was running. He was already in full sprint.
Yep.
Cap caught up to him.
Yeah.
So that means that Cap was going faster than he was moving to catch up.
Yep.
So technically, Captain America is faster than Black Panther?
In Civil War,
about to say,
apparently
he
not.
ain't
Well, then again, when you got rage in you just move in a different type of speed.
So. That was amazing, man. Like I keep gushing over this movie, and it's just like I want to see it again, and I need to go see it again.
Yeah.
Right before Deadpool comes out, I need to go see that movie again at least. Yo, I might mess around and go see Deadpool and like go see Avengers and then see Deadpool right afterwards.
I mean,
I might have to do it. Yeah,
I ain't mad at you.
Yeah.
I'm a movie pass it.
Yeah, I got movie pass
As you
too.
should.
So.
Movie pass.
It's
Get up on that.
Nah, I mean, it's not a good time to get in.
yeah, because
You should have got in early.
We saw that
You
video.
should have got in early.
Oh, I just slid right under.
Yeah, you gotta get in early.
Shout out to my man Peter Quill. You know, trying to compete with Thor. Trying to be the hero.
Yo, shout out to my man Peter Quill for being the dickhead of the movie.
Yeah, he messed everything up.
Yo, like they won. They had it. He had the glove off his head.
And this was his plan, quote unquote.
My thing is like, yo, Thanos' head is so big. How is he hitting Mantis' hands? Like, if he would have just kept hitting him in the face, it might have been okay. But he hit her hands, and she was like, oh. And then he was just like, oh.
Nah, he was swinging, dog. Like, he was swinging hard. Like, he was angry, so he was trying to hit him with haymakers with the gun.
That's what I'm saying. He was gun buttoning him. Just have precision. It's a big ass face. This dude face big as shit.
That was very, very frustrating, man.
I love Zoe Saldana with all my heart.
Yeah.
Like, she is my number one celebrity crush, but I still would not put the fate of the universe for her at all.
She chalk, man. Like,
Yeah,
nah,
I'm
man,
like,
go get yourself another
she
girl,
did?
man.
All right.
I mean,
Cool. Like,
that bullet wouldn't have did nothing.
Right.
Like, I don't know why he just didn't just pull the trigger anyway, because it's like, my man was, them bullets were turning into bubbles.
He was. Yeah.
I thought he was really going to offer. I thought like it was going to work and everything, and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
shit.
the way the movie started off, I was ready for anything.
Yeah,
Because that first scene was like, oh.
Like, is Marvel getting dark? Like,
Oh,
we've been
shit.
complaining about Marvel dark for all these years, and then when they do, we're like, oh.
Yeah.
I was like, what villain problem? I think we're okay here. I think we're good.
It made me shut up.
I was like, they need to chill out actually a little bit. There's children in the room. Jesus.
I ain't talking to the Guardians Guild on the screen. I was just
I was
silent.
I was in there. Yeah, silent, definitely. So well. Your turn, dog.
All right. I got to say, it's a good-ass movie.
Good ass movie.
Everyone knows it's a good-ass movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
This
It's a
is.
good-ass movie. It was so good, it didn't make 2.5 hours feel like 2.5 hours. It felt more like 30 minutes to me.
That's how I
Felt like a
it.
strong
Yeah.
sitcom. I
Yes.
still had some beer left in my cup.
For real?
I had to drink it during the credits. Like, that's like...
The credits were long.
The credits were long. After post-credit sequence, worth it. I felt like.
Motherfucker. Classic Samuel.
Classic Sam. I really liked it. The nerd in me was fuck. It was like some things fuck with me, and I was just like, it wouldn't be that. It wouldn't be that. Like, I don't think Thanos and Gamora's connection is that serious, you know. And also Thanos' motivations is more Mistress Death and not balance. But I get it. You can't have a sexy skeleton face lady coming out of nowhere. You introducing Thanos and like 4 super goons. It's too much.
Yeah.
Way too
I get it. It's cool. I understand.
If they had changed Death to like Hela from Thor Ragnarok, would that made you feel a little bit better as a nerd in you?
Nah. I would need Mistress Death.
Well, I don't know, because that would bring more like pain to Thor.
Yeah.
So I would be like, okay, now Thor got even more of a reason.
I was
to fight him.
kind of angry Thor got Stormbreaker though. I was happy it was there a little bit because it's like because I kind of just wanted him to have the axe. Like I didn't want him to have Stormbreaker because I was hoping for Vader because that's his hammer. Because even the one in the Ultimates isn't Stormbreaker. That one's completely different.
Right.
Oh yeah, it's a straight up axe, right?
No,
It looks like Stormbreaker,
and
but
the
it's
hammer,
bigger.
Well, yeah. It's
Okay.
like a mix.
Yeah.
So I think that's what they were going for. The
Ultimate one.
Yeah.
And I was just like, but I was cool with it.
Yeah.
I was good with everything. Every decision they made, I was like, cool. You want to put the thing back in Tony Stark's chest? I don't understand why, but I'm here for it. Sure. Why would you do that? I guess. Yeah, I'm here. That shit looks good. It looks dope. His new suit looked good.
Love it.
Yeah.
The Hawk, man.
The
The Hawk, man.
Took that
Dog. Not only so they won't give the Hawk another movie. They're just not going to do it. As much as I think like Planet Hawk would have been cool. Like World War, if they would have did Ragnarok as just the Hawk movie and it was like, you know, Planet Hawk. Was that World War Hawk or Planet Hawk? That was Planet Hawk. Right?
Planet.
Yo,
Yeah.
that would have been a dope movie. It would have worked, but it didn't. So now they're trying to like shoehorn in this Hawk like storyline in through Ragnarok, Avengers and Avengers like the next one.
Yeah.
Which maybe at the end we'll play guess that title.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
You
need
know,
to
because I got some. I only got one title.
I have a
need that.
theory that I put on our podcast. I'll get to
Okay.
that.
Yes. Can we
That
talk
sounds
about
good.
fan theories too as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll try to. Damn, we should have put the timer on. I mean, you live and you learn. You know.
You know what I'm saying?
Every day is a new opportunity. But yeah, overall, I liked it a lot. Not my favorite MCU film. I mean, but definitely in the top 3.
Also, shout out Spider-Man suit.
Shout out Spider-Man suit. Also, I was not feeling Spider-Man bitching like that when he was dying.
I
was so saucy, dog.
Come on.
Okay, so
saucy.
Spider-Man is my favorite superhero.
My favorite superhero.
So I broke down. I was like,
Why
get
is
the
Peter
fuck
Parker
outta here,
always
man.
bitching? Remember when he was like the thing phone when he was like, help!
He's a kid.
Help! I get it. I get it. But they
15
make this
years old,
Peter
I'm bitching
Parker too, like, he's too much of a punk. Like,
and he's
be a little
hero.
bit solid.
He's
just
a
a
new
little
hero
solid.
at this. So he's the youngest out of all the Avengers. I'm sure even teenage Groot's older
Yeah.
than him. So it's like I would be horrified too. And plus, it's like I know Spidey has the Spidey sense.
Yeah.
So I feel like he was sensing all the deaths around him. Like throughout all the universe.
Possibly.
And
I
then,
see
Then he
it.
just started sensing it going to like Mantis and then Star-Lord, and then he felt it in him. He's like, fuck, I'm dying.
Yeah, he said, man, I don't
I'm
feel too
dying.
good.
Yeah. And then
But
it's
then
like,
the crazy thing was like it didn't look painful because no one else was saying anything.
I mean, anybody fade away and say "ow,"
right? But he was the only one that was like holding on, like help me, Mr. Stark, I don't feel good. And then he like slowly disintegrated, like the Queen in Blade 2 in the sunset. And I was like, fuck out of here,
I
man.
broke down. I don't care. The first and the second time, I was like, Tom Holland's answer. I was like, I almost had to leave the theater.
Not only that, he break down because he like, I really should have stayed on that bus, and they would have made a difference though.
I mean,
he still would have disappeared.
He was desperate people, but then he goes out to the ground. He's like, you know what? I gotta be a man for Tony Stark because that's what I'm trying to impress.
Yeah,
he kind of like tried to die strong, but the boy was scared. I was like, I'm feeling all that.
Yeah,
it wasn't like Tobey Maguire, bitch, because Mary Jane won't marry him.
Oh yeah,
it wasn't that.
Andrew Garfield crying over everything.
Right? Yeah,
so, right.
I was just like, oh, man, stop bitching, dog. You coming back?
Yeah,
you good, dog. Yeah. Good. You got a whole franchise, dog.
In my heart, I can't feel him coming back anytime soon, so that's why I'm hurt. I'm like, I know we kind of approved you for a sequel, but this is bitter.
I already knew. I was like, man, you gonna be good.
Like when I saw what happened, and I was just like, yeah, obviously, this is what Marvel does. They do this in the comics all the time. They'll just kill niggas off for like a year. Mm-hmm. And then they'll bring them back.
That is true.
They do it in the comics all the time.
Fantastic Four have been dead for a good amount of years.
They've been dead for a minute, but I think that Fox still helped because
they
really tried to bring them back.
Yeah, they came
back. All right. So let's just get into the movie. Do y'all want to go chronological, or just want to talk about pieces that stuck out to you? How you want to do it?
I say chronological, so we could like have an order at least.
All right.
I don't. Who wants to lead chronological? Because I've only seen it once.
Oh, really? Okay, well,
because I can go through it, but I won't remember it. Step by step.
As we know, so after the Hulk gets handled,
yes,
on the Asgardian ship, he gets sent to space.
Yes,
they killed Heimdall. I knew he was going. They killed Loki.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I caught that was going. So
It said no resurrection, so I think he's dead.
I think he's dead too. Like people saying that he's not dead. I'm like, yo,
he's dead.
I kind of have a feeling like everyone that got snapped is going to come back.
Yeah,
but pre-snapped.
I think those motherfuckers. Gamora should probably come back.
Well, Gamora will come back because I think her soul is stuck in the Soul Stone.
Yeah,
I personally don't think so. That will bring less meaning to me for Thanos' feelings for Gamora.
Yeah.
The fact that we saw him
But
have love.
they're showing that kid too much. Before this, Gamora was not that important to the MCU. Mm-hmm. Actually, Star-Lord was actually more important because everyone was kind of curious who he was. And then we found out who he was. It was just like, okay, you're not super significant to the thing. And then it comes out that Gamora is super impactful to...
Super impactful.
She was essentially a stone.
Nebula, don't sleep on Nebula.
I forgot about Nebula too.
If it goes the way I think it's going to go, Nebula's going to be key
sleep on her.
in getting that gauntlet off.
Thanos says she's almost successfully killed me.
Yeah.
So with that being said, she's going to be
have a plan. She's going to have a plan.
When we first saw Nebula for a second, I was just like, Silver Surfer. Oh fuck! I just saw that pose, and I was just like, "Oh my god, I got the Silver Surfer!" I was so ready for. I was just ready for just something we wasn't expecting, and all the cameos were cool, but they weren't the best one was well, we'll get to it.
That's it. Well, we start off with that interaction with Tony Stark and Doctor Strange.
Yep.
Yeah.
First of all, love their egos.
Yeah, listen, asshole on asshole.
Yeah, I loved it.
I was like, this is what I came here
Shout out to the MCU for making me care about Doctor Strange.
I had to go back and watch the movie 6 times to actually care about it.
Doctor Strange?
Doctor Strange.
Really? Oh, I fuck with Doctor Strange. That shit was visually appealing.
At first, visually beautiful, yes. Yeah. I mean, I like the story that was going on with it. But then I had to watch. I was like, okay, I'm really starting to get into this character now. But now, after this movie, I said, I'm ready for a second one. Mm-hmm. I'm ready for a second one.
I already saw him as the new Tony Stark. He's going to be that person. And I feel like Black Panther's going to be the new Captain America.
Yeah,
as far as symbolism within the Avengers.
He got the more money, obviously.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But
that's true. Yeah.
But then we go out to that first huge action in New York because it didn't even stop. It didn't even slow down. You didn't even get a chance to process what happened on the Asgardian ship.
Yeah.
Before they go in there and they bring out Ebony Maw. And first of all, Ebony Maw doing that whole preacher type thing, that really like drove it home to me. I was like, you know what? You are the one standing out the most from the Black Order.
Wasn't that be more of Corvus type thing though? Isn't he the one that would come through and be like, yo, give it up for Thanos, or Thanos is going to take it?
I can't say because Ebony Maw, some of the stuff I've read in the comics, he don't even really have the powers that he had in the movie.
That was also something I wanted to talk about, but I don't want to get too nerdy. Like Ebony Maw has no powers.
Exactly. He just got the gift of gab for real.
Yo, he's just an alien that gets inside of your brain with words. And he's just mad. But it's hard to convey that.
It is.
He got inside of Doctor Strange something awful in that comic.
Like certain movies did display that well. Like Black Widow in the first Avengers, when she got into Loki's head.
Yeah.
You didn't tell until it was over. It was like,
But how would you like try to do that but make it seem menacing?
That's the hard thing.
Because you can't work for Thanos to just not have nothing.
Yeah. That's true, yeah.
Especially we got like a lot of casual people
Especially if
see
he's
this.
picking you for one of your you were in the Black Order. It's like, you're gonna have to. I liked him though. I loved him.
Oh yeah, he was my dude.
Definitely.
How'd you guys like the Black Order and the CGI with it?
The CGI looked good. They were very forgettable as a whole to me.
Yeah,
like they all could have just disappeared.
I wanted to see more of Ebony Maw. You're right.
Yeah.
I really liked his menacing talk, and then his powers was really cool to me too as well.
Mm-hmm. The telekinesis.
Yeah. I really liked it.
Yeah.
His CGI looked so good; it was kind of gross. He had like something on his head that would move every once in a while. It would just like shift.
I didn't know that,
and I was just like, "Ew, what is it?" I thought it was a scab, but it wasn't.
I really enjoy Ebony Maw. Me and my friend had a debate. He Midnight more than anyone.
Okay,
I thought Ebony Maw was the best.
Yeah, Midnight was probably the second for me.
Yeah,
after
she had the strongest presence.
Yeah.
But I was really excited for Corvus because he's such an interesting character. And he didn't really do shit in this movie but fuck up Vision.
I forgot.
Barely did. Vision would have stabbed him.
Right.
Dog, he was fucking Vision up.
He was fucking Vision up at the beginning of that scene.
Yo, before Scarlet came over, Vision was fucking taking an L.
About to die.
As soon as that stab hit, I jumped. I was
I couldn't phase through it.
I was like, God damn, what kind of movie is this?
They nuked his biggest power, so I was like, oh. Okay, he's serious. So that was I
agree with that. So Ebony Maw was my favorite as well. And then of course, like I said, it jumps all over the place. Then we get introduced to Guardians. After that, we see the Hulk having his performance issues, which is I think it's going to be like a 3-movie storyline arc now, which I'm actually kind of cool with. At first, I wasn't.
The Hulk.
Yeah, the Hulk performance issue storyline.
Yeah. I mean,
wait. So you think the Hulk is not going to come out as the Hulk for next Avengers?
No. He is.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's just, when I first saw the movie, I'm mad because I like seeing Hulk. I want to see a Hulk fight.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, you got your ass up the beginning. You got to redeem that somehow. You got to at least get like a one hit in or something like that. So when Black Dwarf was coming up, or Corvus City, or whatever they want to call him in this movie, especially when they was in Wakanda, I was like, yo, break out of this Hulkbuster suit.
That's what I thought was going to happen.
One of my main issues, not to mean to get too nerdy, but one of my main issues about these Marvel movies is I don't ever believe that they displayed the Hulk's true power.
Oh, you can't show the Hulk's true power
because his power is limited. As angry he get, the more he gets.
He's almost on a cosmic level.
Yeah, when he gets
exactly.
Angry,
And I'm not saying that. I know they had to nerf him a little bit, like they had to nerf Thanos a lot for these movies. But every movie, even since like the first Avengers, I'm like in Ragnarok, he was like, okay, him and Thor had a good fight, but he gets his ass kicked a while, and then. Jeff Goldblum had to, zap him down. And I'm just like, and he's like a little bratty. I'm just like, I want to see him like straight angry.
Yeah.
Come there and just wreck shit. And I thought that I was going to get that in Wakanda.
That's what we're going to get in 4. I think we're going to get almost a World Breaker Hulk level of anger. And I think that's going to be dope.
He needs to have the entrance in the 4th one like Thor had in this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When Thor came down and showed like, this is why I'm the god of thunder. That's what the Hulk needs to do.
It was probably one of the money shots.
That was a scene.
That entrance was so powerful. That shit made my dad mad. My dad was salty. My dad was like, yo, why the white man got to come out the sky and save Wakanda? It only been around for a little bit. I was like, what?
Hey, yo.
And he was like, why he had to come down and save Wakanda? He could have just been just fine. I was just like,
oh man,
nah, Dad. I was like,
he did.
I was like,
and everything.
Dog. I was like, nah, man, it's Thor. I mean, he he ain't win. I was like, he just had a good entrance. He didn't solve the problem because he's Thor. He ain't gonna do it right.
Thanos, everyone, and I got the stones back to where they belong. You could go home.
T'Challa said thank you.
Yo, T'Challa ain't saying shit no more.
No, he ain't neither.
Yeah.
That was a really, really surprise to me when he was starting disintegrating.
When I saw him disintegrate, I was like, oh, they're all coming back. I was just like, when I saw that, I was just like, oh, we're good. And then I saw Spider-Man, and I was like, oh, we're definitely good. I think they might be back before the other half of the movie's over. I think they're all coming back.
I got a theory for that. I'll touch base on that later.
But so as we're traveling around there, because we introduced the Guardians of the Galaxy, I thought that the team ups were really great.
Yeah.
Thor with Rocket and Groot, and then the Guardians with Tony Stark. It's like, let's put all the assholes together. Star-Lord, Tony Stark, and Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
I like that. And then you put all the noble ones in Wakanda.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah.
And honestly, I would say Thor's and Tony Stark's teams were my two favorite teams.
Yeah.
My personal opinion, I don't think we got enough of the Captain America's team on Wakanda.
Yeah.
I definitely agree.
It was not enough. Now, like I said, I said in our podcast that I think this movie could have benefited from an extra 15 minutes just to help like balance it out a little bit, because there were certain scenes I was watching. I was like, wait, so how did he get that Hulkbuster? How did Rhodey get War Machine's suit? He don't have that bleeding edge like Tony got.
Yeah.
So where that come from? I mean, he's talking. They make a joke about bowing. He looks up. He's in War Machine already. I'm like, where'd that come from? So all them things I was asking questions.
Maybe it's
about,
attached to his legs.
that would be.
Maybe it's attached to his legs. Remember Tony Stark had the suit in the suitcase?
Yeah.
You could put that on some legs.
He could.
He had another suit too, didn't he? That was just like, it was just on him already. Not the bleeding edge. That's just like vibranium, like 0.5 or some shit. It's like it's not as nice.
Definitely not vibranium. Thanos broke into it, so definitely not vibranium.
Yeah, I mean, that fight scene was actually pretty dope. Like I look forward to talking about that. But one of the things I do want to say, so we're talking about Iron Man, we're talking about the nanite suit. It's nanites, right?
Yeah.
Why was it in his chest? Those things could be anywhere. Why would they put the thing? He literally, like, at first I just thought it was just like something he wore, but he was like, it's in my chest. Why would you put it in your chest?
Yeah, that's weird.
I feel like
so he can't take it
off. I thought
It's in his. As far as I know, he said it's like it's in there. It's in his chest, like the old days.
What?
Oh, wow.
That's the impression I got, because when he was tapping it, he was like, it's like, because when she was like, why'd you do that? And he was like, I did this because it's the
something
suit.
you can just attach to it. Because I thought he permanently got the surgery done on Iron Man 3.
I thought the same, but he also
mentioned
blew
that
up
too.
every suit in Iron Man, and I was like, that's not going to stay.
But if that's why he made that for his chest. So you don't have no more kind of like physical suits that all like kind of comes around him now.
Yeah.
And then that's why Pepper was saying, if you were a child, you would have did that. You put too much time into this instead of what's going on here with this marriage. That's why I thought there was something that it can come on. He just said, I'm just trying to protect it. Just have to have something that's portable.
And that's how I read it as.
Yeah.
I look at it as you shouldn't have did that as in like put it in your chest.
Oh no, I didn't see it that way.
That's the way I saw it, because it's like, why would you be bitching about him making Iron Man suits? That's what he does. He makes Iron Man suits.
I mean, but the man kind of tried to retire twice.
But even when he retired, he still had some Iron Man stuff. He had that whole like hand thing that was blocking bullets and shooting like photon beams.
I mean, it was Pepper, so I mean, I don't know.
Like I was just kind of like, I don't know. I think they were trying to be like, that Iron Man 3 shit. Nah, fuck that shit.
Yeah, I think we all try to say that,
like,
especially with
fuck that
Mandarin. I was like,
Nah, he still got that shit in his chest, dog. This is old school Tony.
I don't even want to talk about that Mandarin shit, man.
They had a one shot. I think it was in Thor: Dark World, which was the least watched Marvel movie.
I actually like that one.
And
Don't remind me you said that.
Dark World. I thought Dark World was better than Thor 1. I hated Thor 1. I was so mad at that dude's wig the whole movie. I was like, fuck this dude's wig, dog. And it just didn't have like no rhyme or reason. I just thought it was completely trash.
I'm with you on the blonde eyebrows. I'm with you on that.
That shit was I thought the Dark World was way more enjoyable than Thor 1. And I watched Thor 1 again.
I thought we were talking about, oh my God, we got to go back to InfinityWar.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, get me ahead and talk about this Dark World.
I'm just saying.
Man, I can't do this.
That was bad.
You trying to tell me it's better than Thor 1?
Yes, I'm trying to tell you.
Yes.
Isn't my reaction obvious?
Thor 1, the Destroyer?
Yes, I love that.
The Dark Elf?
I would rather have the Dark Elf over
Dark
the
Elf.
Destroyer.
So
Portal Combat? That's what we had at the end of that movie. Make up your mind. Oh, Lord.
Any day of the week, dog. I'll take that shit over Thor 1. Thor 1 was bad. That shit was. When's the last time you seen it?
Was it last week when I was showing everybody else the movies? So you can catch up because my family was wanting to see it. I said, you got to watch all 18 of these.
So you saw all of them?
You got to have them all.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I bought Thor that work for collection purposes only.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't own any Thor movie.
Thor Dark World was
Ragnarok.
I do own Ragnarok. Ragnarok was popping.
Yeah, right.
that was the
great.
best.
That was
Thor,
popping.
Hulk, and Guardians of the Galaxy.
I thought he had a good incline because I hated Thor 1. I also didn't like Captain America 1 either. Like Captain America, the first Avenger was not my favorite.
It's actually pretty good. I watched it again. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Other
It's
than
not my
Avengers,
fave.
I think that was probably the best Phase 1 movie.
So old. First Iron Man.
Iron Man 1 was actually
Iron Man
really
was.
good.
I personally like Iron Man 2 better. So
Yo,
we can
shout
have
out
a
to
we
the
can,
Incredible Hulk. The Incredible Hulk.
Oh, you like the Incredible Hulk?
Incredible Hulk was an enjoyable ass movie.
It was
like
yeah,
the fugitive with superpowers.
It was in Well, so was
Every time I see Mark Ruffalo act stupid, I kind of miss Edward Norton just a little bit more.
Yo, Edward Norton wanted too much. He wanted to do. He was like, "Yo, I wrote the script. I directed it. I cleaned the lenses. I was getting people coffee. Yo, he was doing too much.
He wanted a lot of money for it. So he was like, "Nah, we replacing you. We going to Terrence Howard your ass."
They was like, "Don't nobody remember Bruce Banner. Everybody just remember the Hawk, dog. He was mad replaceable."
Wow.
Yeah. So that's kind of what happened.
Poor Terrence.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. We're gonna go get my Iron Man suit.
You ain't got to bow, man. What you doing?
Right.
Hey, man, we don't do that over
We
here.
gonna fight Thanos, man. And Wakanda, man.
Tell that big purple guy to come to me.
Yo, but one of the things I do want to say about the Infinity War, and it was a very comic book movie.
Yes.
Like, their team ups were consistent with the comics.
It felt like Panthers.
Iron Man, Guardians of the Galaxy makes sense. We rolled them for a little bit. Captain America, Black Panther, obviously Captain America in the comics has fought like T'Chaka.
Yeah.
He fought like the OG, Black Panther.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that shit makes sense. So it's like that kind of like, yeah, that worked out. And then when like they would meet each other, they would fight like they do in comics. And then it would be like, wait, you're not a bad guy? No, I'm a good guy. You're a good guy? I'm a good guy too. We're good guys. Let's be good guys together. And I was just like, oh yeah, this is like good comic book stuff, but people don't know it. And I'm just like, yeah, like when they killed everyone and they're gonna bring them back next year. I'm like, comic book stuff. Yeah.
Dude, the movie was very, very selfish, and I liked that. I liked about that. It was like, okay, look, y'all that been riding with us for the past 10 years, and y'all that been reading the books, this is for you. For all the other ones, we're gonna take your money anyway.
Yeah.
And that's basically what it was like. I was like, it was a very selfish movie for those who are into the comics and who stuck with all those movies.
Yeah.
And I was like, because the movie was not slowing down for you at all.
It was really fast.
Yeah, if you miss something, then go watch it again because it's not slowing down for anybite. It's not going to pace it out and hand it all to you.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
Shout out to my pops again. That was one of his major complaints besides the white Thor saving Black Africa was he was like, it just moved too fast. Like I would just show up places and he didn't watch a lot of the movies, so he was just mad confused. He was like, the raccoon showed up with the green lady, and I was like, I don't care. He was like, but then everything was just whooshing by, and I was just confused. And I was just like, I mean, I wasn't like it was right
there
on
were
point
times
for me.
where I was a little confused where they introduced planets that we haven't even seen before.
Yeah.
True.
And I was like, wait, they're going to this planet? Then who's going to this planet? That's where I was like confused because they haven't introduced that before.
Yeah.
But other than that, I was following the story pretty well.
I thought the story was very simplistic. It kept it really, really simple. Like it looked complex, but at the end of the day, it was Thanos getting stones.
Yeah. It was his movie.
It was his movie.
it was his movie, and it kind of went in. It didn't go the way I thought it was going to go because honestly, I thought Wakanda was the last fight. I thought everybody is in Wakanda, and then
I didn't think that.
Down's in the back, like, okay, I'm seeing what's going on. I'm gonna get all my stones. I only got one more. I'm gonna get the Vision. I didn't know Titan and Wakanda was happening at the same time.
That I didn't know.
I like that.
I like that a lot.
I liked it,
that.
Yeah.
but when I was watching the show, I was like, okay, they failed on Titan. We meet back up. I thought they was going to do the whole Tony Cap reconcile type thing.
Yeah.
And I was just like, wow, Tony's still on Titan. So,
He ain't coming back.
Huh?
I don't know how he coming back.
I mean,
I think Nebula's going to help him out.
Yeah, help him out
now,
some.
if Nebula was on that planet, he would have been stranded.
Yeah, Cat Marvel.
yeah.
Can you pick me up?
He ready to hitch a ride or something. He gonna MacGyver his way up out of there. Some way to fix his suit. His suit was crazy.
I love the
the
suit.
things the suit was doing
Yeah.
was crazy.
I didn't expect them. Well, you mentioned this before. I didn't expect him to hold his own against Thanos.
That was
he
bullshit.
Was like fighting. I was like, oh,
Let's just talk about the nerfing in the room.
Yeah.
Thanos hella nerfed.
Yes.
Infinity Stones nerfed. Because
It felt like Aquaman and Justice too.
yo, like that movie should have been once he got the first 2 stones, it would have been a half-hour movie. because like
Power in
this, like
space.
this movie was weird because ordinarily when you have the stones, you can use them in unison. It's not like a 1-for-1. This one kind of felt video game-ish because you would see it like light up and go like shing, and then he would do something, and then he literally everything he ever wants to do, he could just do it.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because that Doctor Strange and Thanos fight was pretty good, yo.
Yes, it was.
It was. Yeah.
That was probably one of the best fights in that movie.
Yeah.
But the only thing I think of is like we'd never seen what I mean. Take the comic book fans out of it.
Right.
People never really seen what the stones actually can do.
Yeah.
So I think that what their plan was in this movie was I'm going to illustrate to you what each stone can really do. When you especially that reality stone, that had me all fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when I first saw that he had the collector in the room, and they just said like, "I already burnt the shit down."
Yeah.
I was just to tease y'all for a little bit. I was like, "Yeah, that's kind of fucked up."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They did that and showed that we really never seen other than the first Avengers when Loki comes to Earth, but we never really seen him traveling through different spaces and time with the Space Stone.
Yeah.
and then how the Power Stone just makes everything else more powerful.
Right.
and then showing how the stones work, I was cool with that.
Yeah.
Thanos being nerfed though, I was like, okay, I understand y'all have to do it for the movie's sake because really this should have that's done.
Yeah. Well, Thanos versus Hawk should have looked a lot like that minus the Power Stone. Like with
Yeah.
the Power Stone, it would have been one punch.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like legit, like the Power Stone destroys planets.
Yep.
It could easily level.
Did he even use the Power Stone during that fight?
He had it, so
Yeah.
he had to be using some attributes
He used it
of
like
it.
a couple times.
Yeah, because I don't think.
Doctor Strange fight he used it.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
he used it in Doctor Strange fight, but I thought I did like the display of each Power Stone.
Yeah.
Other than the Soul Stone, which we're still questioning at the moment, but he did use them very well, and that's what one question that I thought I didn't think they were going to have enough time to do in this movie, but they did it very well in my opinion.
Who thought the Soul Stone was in Wakanda?
I think everyone.
Yeah, I thought that's what they was
I was
using
like,
to
is it in the
connect to the
sand?
dead.
Yeah, and then they did it in the snow. I was like, oh no.
Yeah,
I wanted to be, but I didn't think it was in Wakanda.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think it was in Wakanda. I thought it was somewhere in like space. I knew it actually. I thought it was in Gamora. That's what I thought.
Technically, it kind of was.
I thought it was in
a
Heimdall.
little bit.
Okay.
That would have made
You know
sense.
what? When he was standing over him, I thought he was about to get it right
Yeah, I was
then and there.
like, he
and get
sees
2
every
stones.
soul in the universe.
Yeah.
and his eyes kind of orange. I know it's kind of cheesy, but I'm just saying. But I was like, well, what if Heimdall just has it?
Yeah,
And he's summoning the power from it. But I never expected it to be its own little planet, own little storyline, and
Yeah.
own little thing with it. But now it makes sense. Like, okay, you want the Soul Stone, a soul for a soul. So if the Avengers want the Soul Stone for the next movie,
yeah.
somebody got to go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Somebody got to get the sacrifice.
Yeah.
Shout out Red Skull too for being in that movie.
Yo, let's talk about it.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
Who? When you saw the figure come down, who'd you think it was going to be?
Death.
I thought Death.
I thought Death
Death
as
too.
well.
I
said,
thought
oh
Death.
shit! I was
I
like,
was
Lady
like,
Death.
is it really happening?
I was about to be like, Mistress Death, we about to get a banging body and a skeleton face. What's up?
And then Red Skull was like,
I was like, makes sense.
I was like, he did go into Tesseract.
Yeah.
He technically didn't die.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Shout out to Hugo Weaving.
No, it's not actually not Hugo Weaving. It's just another actor that from The Walking Dead. I forgot his name, but he does impressions, and he did a Hugo Weaving impression.
Oh, that's why we didn't see set photos. I was like, they kept that quiet.
Yeah,
That
because
was too
Hugo
quiet.
Weaving don't want to do it no more. He don't like the makeup. You don't like any of it. He said he is not coming
I thought
back.
they just had him for 2 because they were signing people for dumb contracts in the beginning.
Yeah.
like Sebastian is signed up for like he was like
18 something.
something crazy like that. Like he's definitely the next Captain America. Because it's like they have no one else.
He is White Wolf, so I don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I forget what we was talking about.
And
yeah, Red Skull.
Was Red Skull CGI? Because he kind of looked CGI when his lips were moving, because they were moving a little bit too fast.
No, that's him. The cloak, though, was some good CGI.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I know the cloak was CGI. I didn't know if Red Skull was actually him.
Why would the Space Stone send him there, though?
Yeah, that's weird, right?
That was strange for me. Like, I was cool with it, and I didn't want to question it because I wanted to take the ride.
Yeah.
But then when I got home, and I was just like, why was he there?
Well, he was saying in the movie, he's saying that he has tried to possess all the stones.
Yeah.
And then this is his punishment for trying to possess those kind of stones.
Yeah.
That to oversee the ones that he can't have because he loves nobody. And there's nobody for him to sacrifice. So that he's the watcher of the soul stone. That's probably like from the second time I seen it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I was getting a better idea.
I really got to watch it a second
Yeah,
time.
man.
Yeah.
I really feel
It
like I did
deserves
this
multiple
podcast a
watches.
disservice by only seeing it once.
I mean, I feel like we still holding our own.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dog. Mark and Dark Show, dog. All right, where are we?
We talked about Red Skull. We
Yeah.
talked about the teams.
So how did y'all feel about seeing the emotion that Thanos had to killing his daughter, showing that he really loves his daughter?
It was shocking.
Fuck that shit.
If
It was just shocking to me. I was like, I didn't think they were going to do it. But they did it.
Man, the
I didn't
Thanos,
think
I know
was-
don't be crying for nobody.
Yeah, and that was what I was about to say because like when like I read a couple of like Thanos storylines and he don't like he seemed like he just don't give
killed
a fuck
his
about
mama.
nothing.
But it's-
He
Then
tortured
again-
and killed his mama.
Then again, it is a Denzel Thug tear. Get that tear out, throw her off the cliff. I was like, God.
no,
I
would love to say that, but he was balling.
My thing was, it was believable. Like if I was just watching it, and I was just like, this is my first time seeing Thanos and seeing this big character, and the way they like told the story. Even as someone who is like a Thanos apologist, I was just like, yeah, it's not bad. But yo, Thanos kills Thanos. Like Thanos gives no fucks who dies as long as he can get to death. Like that is literally all my man cares about.
Yeah, I
except
think-
for the eternal Thanos. If you want to get super nerdy,
I think-
where he becomes. Does he become the one above all, or he becomes eternity?
I think it's eternity he becomes.
Yes, Thanos gets there, and he's like, "Yo, fuck death, dog. We gonna be better than death."
Yeah, I think without death, they had to show him
Yeah.
with heart at least, like with something. So
Right.
I thought that was like, okay, I understood it.
Yeah, I think it's hard to put Thanos on the screen as his character because he really just wants to kill things.
Right.
He is like he wants to be the avatar of death for death's sake, and I think in a movie that would have been tough. But then you get him as kind of like this. He's almost like a humanitarian, like well, not a
Dictator,
humanitarian. What's the
almost.
ones that like love the planet?
I don't know.
I know.
I
What
guess
you're
it's
talking about, but
humanitarian.
I know the word.
Vegans.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because in his mind, he was bringing balance to the universe. Like he was like he felt like a necessary virus to make the universe strong. I'm going to kill all the weak things, and strong things will emerge. Basically, was the like his thesis I got from him.
Yeah.
And I was like, that works for this movie. Like it made you like him.
Yeah.
Because Thanos is only likable through his actions in the comic.
Right.
Because he's such a badass. You know? When what's the dude who's in charge of the Inhumans?
Black Bolt?
Black Bolt.
Yeah.
When he comes down to him and he's like, I didn't come to hear you whisper. I came to hear you scream. And he just like, but like, yo, when Black Bolt like screams, shit gets blown up.
Yeah.
And Thanos was like, I came to hear you scream. And he bodied him.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. Like I'll do it this way. I can excuse emotional Thanos besides our emotional dark side if they was doing like in DC. But what I would say is though, there were still times where it's like he just don't give a fuck. Like he may have cared and loved for Gamora, but he didn't give two shits about Nebula.
Oh yeah.
He really did.
Oh, he like torturing her.
Yeah, he like torture. He just said she said you should have killed me. He's like it would have been a waste
Why
of
he love
parts.
Gamora so much?
Say what?
Why he love her so much?
Because it's always Daldana. So I can't blame.
I mean, I think she's like a little Asian girl. I saw her; she's in the
Right.
green. I was just like, "What's a little Asian girl with puffy cheeks?"
Yeah.
But like, I wish they would have connected that a little bit more because did he just like her because she was green?
Yeah, they didn't show
They didn't really
that.
tie
Like,
that
they
in,
didn't
yeah.
really. Yeah, I
Like
would
if she was
agree
like a
with that.
super killer or something, or she was vicious or something.
Well,
like,
what
I'd
they
be
said
cool with
was
it.
like she always gets the job done. They said that in the first Guardians. If I got to rely on anybody, Gamora's gonna be the one to do it. It ain't gonna be Nebula.
Yeah.
And then when they were forced to fight, he seen how strong of a warrior she is, and she kept forced to be beating her sister, and Thanos kept taking the pieces away. But as they showed, like he found her as a little girl. If she didn't walk up to him, we probably would have killed her too. But he was like, you know, he got this little girl here.
I thought she walked up. I thought he walked up to her.
I mean, she was right there in the middle. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
And then she was like, "Where's my mom?"
yeah, and then he walked in.
Oh,
he
you're
was like,
strong.
He's like, oh, you know what? Yeah, you're strong. You don't give a shit about the T'Chari. They're trying to put you right. You know what? Come here, and I'll take you under my wing. She ain't like it. You know what I'm saying? And then I think they illustrated that and they talked about it in the first Guardians movie.
Right.
Also, to show that this is the reason why he cares for her so much.
Yeah.
Like, he likes Rest of War. He's like, you know what? You probably better than all my Black Order. You know what I'm saying? I want you to have the chair one day. Like, he was talking like a real dad.
Yeah.
So even to the point where, you know, she was like, telling Star-Lord to kill me, and he was like, the boyfriend.
Right.
And he was just like, you know what, you expect too much out of him and stuff like that. Oh, I like him. Like they did show a lot of that father-daughter dynamic, why he truly cares for her, but that's the only person I see him care for. Everybody else, he just did not give a shit about.
I just don't know why he cared for her because she did not reciprocate that.
Well,
Okay.
now that you bring it up, I'm starting to recall the Guardians of the scenes, which kind of further expresses why you need to watch all these films.
You do need to watch all of
You need to
them.
watch all of them to
Understand
understand this.
Preferably, like, kind of close to watching Infinity War. Like, you don't got to watch all of them and then watch Infinity War.
Yeah.
I mean, if you feel daring, I hear it's like 31 hours of movies.
Oh, that's nothing.
But if you watch them, like, you know, like a couple months or something, or, you know, get in there at least.
Like, how long did it take you and your family?
So I was showing my mom all the movies that we were supposed to do one a weekend, and then there was about a good like 3 weeks she ain't watched nothing. I said, okay, look, we gotta put the pedal to the metal now because we only like movie 6 out of 18. So we was watching like maybe about 3 a week.
Yeah.
and we got to it.
3 a week is modest.
Yeah.
Because that's what, like a month's worth? Month
Yeah.
and a half ish?
Yeah, so
About, yeah.
Yeah.
and then so when we got to like the very end, I remember she just wanted to binge watch, so she watched Ant-Man, and then she like really got Doctor Strange, and then after that we just binged Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Thor Ragnarok. She already seen Black Panther already.
Yeah.
So I say those need for you to go see that again.
I mean, technically, you could have skipped Spider-Man realistically.
Why?
I mean, it's a good movie, but it wasn't necessary for
I
what
mean,
was going
you wouldn't
on.
feel the connection.
You wouldn't feel the
for
connection
when
at the end,
he
but you know-
died.
I feel you, but if it was like, I probably would have skipped Ant-Man because Ant-Man ain't got nothing to do with this one.
You're right. You're
Yeah.
right.
I skipped Ant-Man before I watched it. I skipped Ant-Man.
Now,
Yeah.
do you want to talk about theories now that we brought Ant-Man into this? Or
Hell
about
yeah.
the next one.
Oh,
Sweet.
That's
So
loud.
me and
Right?
you
Swag waves.
kind of share the theory.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we might share the same theory.
They kind of debunked it after this movie, so
Oh,
I was
okay.
like, yeah, this is probably not going to happen. Now, I believe because I also look at marketing for Marvel
Right.
and try to be like piece it together. So they didn't show anything Ant-Man and Wasp throughout the whole promotion of
Right.
Infinity War, and they usually show like a story trailer for the movie about 4 months in advance before the movie comes out.
Okay.
Now this is May.
Yep.
And we just got a Ant-Man Wasp trailer. I thought that Ant-Man was going to play a role in Infinity War by shrinking down to the quantum realm and going to the past. Now, I also saw set photos of Avengers 4 where Cap was in his
Avengers
yeah.
1 suit.
Thor's
Avengers
in
1
his suit.
Thor's in his one
Iron
suit.
Man's in his.
Iron Man's in his. And Ant-Man was in there. So
Yep.
it was like, why is he there?
Yeah.
The only thing I say, I was like, he's going to the past. Now, you only go to the past if you're trying to fix something or you're trying to stop something from happening.
Yep.
Right.
Or trying to revive someone. So that's why I was thinking Ant-Man's going to go to all these different parts of the past and try to help our Marvel characters, like get what's his name, Star-Lord back his celestial power somehow.
Yeah.
Get Thor to his peak where he's at. Get Wakanda, like, had the defense. I was like, yo, this is coming. We need to stop it. We need to hurry up. Now, I thought everyone was going to die and just Ant-Man will go to the past, have a team and all that.
Oh man, you went dark.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I knew the snap was going to happen.
I knew the snap was going to happen.
This is how it's
Yo,
going.
he was like, yo, this is it.
I went to the movie. I'm like prepared, and then I wasn't when Peter Parker died, of course. And
Bitchin'.
so I thought. So I had the theory that the title of the fourth movie wasn't going to be called Avengers 4: Infinity Gauntlet or Avengers 4. I thought it was just going to be called Avenge Us. And then
Avenge Us.
So yeah,
That's a good one. Can I go?
That's a good one.
yeah.
Sure.
All right. Well, I mean, I was, being hospitable. I didn't know if anyone had a hotter one. All right. So this is what, after watching, first of all, when I was going in, I knew half the population was going to get offed. I felt like the movie was going to end with him getting the final stone and then doing like the snap drawing. I knew that was going to happen. And when I saw it, I was like, validation. I also called this way back in Avengers 2 when Vision got the stone and he like put on the cape and shit and was just like, let's go pick up the hammer. I was like, oh, Thanos is gonna rip that right out of your head. That's so cute.
We all look
so
at him like,
cute. Look at you. You think that's cute, huh? That's you so precious. You so precious. But I definitely think it involves Ant-Man because he wasn't in it. I also think that Hawkeye is going to play a bigger role than we expect because I imagine his family is gone.
Yeah.
And he's going to turn into Ronin.
Well,
I just think
there
he's going to be
set photos of him in a Ronin.
Right.
outfit.
I don't know how they're going to get back in time. I don't know if Ant-Man can do that. Because I know they're going to introduce the multiverse, and I'm hoping that through Ant-Man we find out a connection because I know it involves Captain Marvel.
Right.
And I think Captain Marvel is going to be overpowered like a motherfucker. I think she's going to be Marvel's Superman. I think she's going to kind of be unstoppable when it comes, when she comes through and she's going to be all charged up. Maybe they'll make her binary where she's like power of a star or some shit. Whatever it is, she's going to be really, really strong because I feel like she's going to be huge for them. They're expecting the Minority team, moving forward. We got Black Panther who did $1 billion. They're expecting Avengers is easily going to do at least $2 billion. Yeah. And with Captain Marvel, they're expecting another $1 billion because Wonder Woman did so well, and their movie's going to be better.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I feel like Gamora's going to take off the gauntlet. Thanos is going to die. He shouldn't die, but he's going to die because it's
because he's
going to
Cable.
kill him.
It's Cable.
Yeah.
It's Cable, man.
But I kind of hope that they introduce some of the Marvel higher ups in space. I need to see maybe Eternity, maybe the One Above All, maybe the Celestials, maybe the Eternals. I feel like one of those being type things is going to be also popping up in Avengers 4.
I agree with both of y'all. But then I'm thinking, this is Marvel and Disney, so they're going to take the Marvel Disney route.
Yeah.
So I was sitting there thinking, okay, this is what I think may happen, because I did see the Ant-Man trailer.
Yeah.
I think that it looks like the story is they're going to the quantum realm to get back Michelle Pfeiffer, which is the original Wasp.
Okay.
Time does not operate there the same as it does in this plane.
Yeah.
When he comes back, it's either everybody's gone, or certain people are gone, or he may go to kiss his daughter and then she evaporates.
Yeah.
Paul Rudd, or he does not have the capability, mindset to go back in time to do that.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm not giving him that thing. However, it's said that Hank Pym doesn't want to do it. He's scared of it.
Yeah.
But you left 3 scientists on Earth that can still do it.
Who's that?
Tony Stark,
Yes.
Bruce Banner,
Tony Stark's not on Earth.
and Shuri.
Shuri.
Boom.
Shuri.
So what I'm
Shuri.
thinking, we didn't see her fade away.
Nah, Shuri.
That interaction that they want is okay, look, there is this quantum place that we can go back to time and kind of try to fix this.
Why does do we know the quantum place involves time?
Because
I thought they were getting into the multiverse.
Because they did mention that in Ant-Man and Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
The quantum realm?
Yeah. Now I got another one. Well, after
Yeah.
after you finish.
Oh no! So I think that it's going to be a Shuri, Tony Stark, Bruce Banner thing to come there. That's going to have to go within the science of things and say, okay, you know what? We're going to go back and try to do this because they all lost some.
Yeah.
He said, look, he lost Peter. He feels responsible for that. She lost a brother. So we're going to go back in here, and then we're going to try to reverse it. I think Nebula is the one that's going to get the gauntlet.
She got it in the comics.
Yeah.
She got it in the
She
comics.
did.
So I think they've been doing a lot of comic fan service.
They have.
Now, good, the Celestials and the Eternals and all this, I don't know if they're going to go that far out. Not yet.
Possibly.
Because
Yeah.
I don't think that even though we have a lot of nerds that are seeing this movie, the casual fan ain't ready for that.
They were talking the Eternal movie.
They were, but saying what they were talking about the Inhumans movie.
The Inhumans movie was popping. It was like on there until they couldn't sell those comics. They couldn't sell those comics to say. They tried to have the Inhumans kill the X-Men, and that shit still wasn't selling.
Not at all.
You don't. So even though we seen Ant-Man in the set photos,
Yeah.
I think he's just there for the ride because he has a technology to shrink him very, very small. But I do think that this is going to be more of a Tony, Bruce, and Shuri type of deal.
I got a theory.
Okay, but I ain't hear you.
Yeah, I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
we
yeah.
should
So,
go him.
Yeah, I
back
got a
around.
theory.
So yeah, I agree with all you guys. I think that is definitely what's going to happen. I really think that it's going to be Tony Stark, Bruce Banner, Shuri, and I think Hank Pym will evaporate. I think the Wasp will evaporate.
Yeah.
So all four of them are going to send Ant-Man and maybe Tony back to the past to try to get everybody and try to figure out what's going on.
Right.
In the meantime, the guys that evaporated, like Doctor Strange, Black Panther, and everybody else, I think they're going to be fighting in a whole nother realm. I think Doctor
Like Battle World?
I think it's something like that. I think Doctor Strange is going to be teaching Scarlet Witch how to like manipulate something. I think it's going to be a two sets of Avengers again in Avengers 4.
I see.
Yeah.
I think. I'm sorry, go ahead. You had
Oh,
a
no,
theory?
I was
I'm
enjoying
good.
yours.
Yeah,
I was like, I kind of
Oh, no,
much,
I know when he's done.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. I was like, yeah, it's just gonna be them two, and that's it.
Because as soon as you said,
We've been vibing for a minute.
as soon as you said Dr. Strange Scarlet, I was like, yes.
Yeah.
I was like,
Doctor.
because she needs to be more powerful.
I believe Doctor Strange is going to teach Scarlet Witch how to manipulate her powers even more, and I think it's going to be those sets of Avengers with the Guardians of the Galaxy fighting inside the gauntlet, while the other Avengers are outside trying to figure out things on the outside world.
Yeah.
So it's going to be two sets of Avengers and Avengers.
I
4.
definitely, because I think the people who fade away are inside of the Soul Stone.
Yeah.
They have to be inside the Soul Stone because we already know that the Soul Stone has its own world. We already seen it displayed. Now they're going to try to find a way to get out of it.
Yep.
Now with the quantum realm, you did mention the multiverse. What if
That's what I think.
happened in Avengers: Infinity War actually happens? They're trying to go to another
That's what I think they're
parallel
going to do.
universe to fix that one.
I don't even think they're going to
would be
fix that
even
one. I
more
think they're going to
interesting.
get those heroes.
Oh, like Injustice?
Yeah, and bring
Like
them over because then it kind of replaced the ones that we kind of lost until they come back. However, this also opens the door to introduce the Fantastic Four and the X-Men.
That is true.
Because of the multiverse.
I would love that.
It's going to happen. That's not happening in this film.
Okay, I'm about to say,
Yeah.
No. We're laying the groundwork.
Groundwork.
Maybe 4, 5, 6 films from now.
Yeah,
we'll
okay.
see that. But
deal
the
is done,
groundwork
and,
is they have to find a way. At the very least, they may not be the X-Men. At the very least, the Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah.
Marvel's
Yeah.
first family, they made Marvel.
Yes.
Everyone
Yeah.
thinks it's the X-Men. No, the Fantastic
It's
Four
Fantastic
was
Four.
I would
they
like to
would
see Fantastic
debut them in the Fantastic Four to like make them sell. It was kind of like the equivalent of like Jay-Z putting Memphis Bleak on a verse and being like, all right, well now people know you, so let's go sell some albums. You know what I mean? Like they are that pinnacle. They love them so much that they literally killed the Fantastic Four in the comic books because they couldn't. They wouldn't let them be like synonymous with Marvel any longer because Fox kept fucking it up. Did you see that last movie?
Yeah.
At least we all can agree on that.
We don't
Yeah,
want
it's like
no need to talk
Michael B.
about
Jordan's performance was awesome. I'm just joking.
it. I actually liked it though. I thought he was a good Human Torch though.
he just likes burning.
I'm gonna burn.
I want to burn.
Burn it all. Like Fahrenheit. I want to burn.
Yeah, I was
like, are you trying to be trying to be
here.
Human Torch again?
I need him with dreads though. Like this fade and the waves got to go. Like now that I've seen the
actually growing
dreads,
my hair
dog.
to get the dreads like Killmonger, so I'm like,
I feel you. It's a journey. It's expensive.
It is a journey. Yeah.
Expensive. It can get expensive.
all right.
I'm gonna stick with the mini for right now.
All right. So let's go around tables. Let's give Avenger titles for the next one. Avengers 4. Okay. I'll go first because I went last time and I sucked. Want to go this way?
Yeah, go that way.
This way?
Yeah.
You good? You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Mine's.
Yes.
Shit, I forgot it. Fuck.
Well, to put on the table, Infinity Gauntlet, that's already been ruled out by Kevin Feige and the Russo brothers.
No, I don't think it's going to be that. Oh, okay, I'm ready. Avengers, Assemble.
You know what?
But
I
that's
thought
the
I thought the same exact thing a couple minutes ago. I was like, why do I have a feeling this will just be Assemble?
Avengers, Assemble.
Why do I have a feeling
That was the title in UK, actually, for the first Avengers.
Oh, really?
Avengers Assemble,
Yeah.
Is that the way it was released?
Yeah,
as
it was
that?
a release.
Yeah,
Avengers Assemble.
yeah.
Avengers
So-
Assemble still, not backing down. Fuck those Brits.
Hilarious, dog. My joint, the Mighty Avengers.
Oh, the Mighty Avengers.
The Mighty Avengers. Yeah.
Damn. That's actually pretty
Yeah.
good.
I'm still going with Avenge Us because the Russo brothers have been teasing.
Yeah.
Someone put a tweet out saying, the fact that we don't know the fourth Avengers title scares me, and the Russo brothers said it should.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming Avenge Us, and plus they said the fourth title will spoil the Infinity War. So
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Avenge Us will be the perfect title for it.
That would be amazing.
Avenge Us.
Avenge
Avenge
Us.
Us.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
'cause
see
it's
how it
different.
will look.
They're the same logo.
Broken.
I was thinking, other than the Assemble, I could see them copying out and doing that. But I was thinking Avengers Disassembled from that original
Yeah,
book that they
they
had
did have
from
that.
before they started the new Avengers.
Yeah.
But the only, I was just like, but you know, because right now they are disassembled.
Yeah.
There is still like, even though Tony's still living, Tony still ain't talking to Cap.
Yeah.
Cap don't even know Tony's still alive right now.
Yeah.
And then half the Avengers, as they call them, is gone.
Yeah.
So they really are just a pile of mess right now. And I can see that being there. And then once again, trying to go figure this whole thing out. This movie is about a coming home movie to try to get these original back together and to get the new
The originals.
the original.
Yeah, you got to get them to assemble.
Yeah,
A good pun. A good pun.
I do know. I know it's probably not going to be disassembled. That's probably just my lucky guess. Hopefully,
Yeah.
but you know, I hope it's something good and not like cheesy.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to be.
I
Like,
think Avengers Assemble is super cheesy, but I can see them doing that.
Yeah, that is true.
Like, 'cause I don't want to be like, you know, Dark Knight Rises. You know, I don't want that.
I hate
I
that
did
title.
not like
hate
that
that
because I
movie,
was
dog.
like expecting a great
my
title.
movie,
I don't care,
All right.
dog. That movie trash.
Ah, man, Bane, man. That's my-
Bane was a great villain, in my opinion.
He was a sidekick.
Really?
No.
He was a sidekick.
See,
Because he brought Gotham to his knees.
Yeah, and then who brought him to his knees?
that's
And then who was the real villain? Who was the real mastermind? Who did he do it for? He didn't do it for Bane.
I don't know what number of Market Dark show y'all on, but you gotta come back for that. We gotta come back on another one for that one.
Yo, you can come and bat me. There's tons of movies out.
Are you saying Bane was better than, or was not better than Dark Elf?
Oh no.
Okay. All right, as long as you don't say that.
I got to clear this up. I did not think the Dark Elf was a good villain.
Okay.
I don't think Thor was a good movie. I thought it was better than Thor 1. I enjoyed it way more than Thor 1.
Okay.
Thor 1 was garbage. Thor was a bitch. He thought he was all that shit, and then when he got his shit taken away, he was really bitching. I was like, yo. And then when he got it back, he really didn't like lay down the hammer. He didn't go super ham until Ragnarok. Ragnarok is when I got Thor fighting. My nigga looked like God of War down there. He was letting them boys up.
I agree that, you know, Thor as the god of thunder is reaching that peak right now. I loved it. I
Yeah.
mean, but you know, if I had Mjolnir and I'm the king of Asgard, you wouldn't be arrogant too?
I would at least like be
was spoiled.
intelligently arrogant. Like, I'm not gonna take 7 niggas to go fight
Yeah.
ice giants
Right.
and then wonder why we getting rolled on, and then be screaming for like Heido to open the door.
I'm down.
like mad dudes was getting bodied, and he's just like, "Yo,
was
we're
a lot
good,
he was getting.
we're good. I got this. We're good." And I was just like, "Come on, dude." I liked
but-
his character growth.
Yeah, but it's like
He's so much more
he said He
enjoyable.
was more pussy whipped in the second one with Jane Foster.
I mean, as an
was.
action film, I enjoyed it a little bit more. At least he flew. You know, people was getting bodied. Like, I was just like, all right,
I remember
cool.
from that movie is 2 scenes when he jumped off like a balcony and the hammer came, he started flying. I was like, that was a cool shot.
Yeah.
And then when the Dark Elf came out, and I actually thought he was one of the regular lackeys. I was like, oh, that's the
Oh, it probably had one of the worst post credit scenes. Just throwing that out there too.
Which one was that?
That's when he come back down to kiss Jane Foster and that big alien dog is running in the background.
I don't
remember
see
that.
I didn't even see that, John.
See, exactly. Y'all ain't get the movie on that long. Y'all didn't get the movie on that long.
I didn't.
Also,
I think the worst. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Another thing about Thor, I think Valkyrie is going to be the next Thor, female Thor.
I have a fear that if Gamora's really dead, which I'm assuming she is, Valkyrie's going to be in the Guardians.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't see that.
Really?
Valkyrie and the Guardians.
I feel like
I don't think they're going to let her go. Like when they start appearing in comics, usually they're going to hold on to them. And Valkyrie is in the new Exiles. Like that Valkyrie.
Well, that's an all-female team, isn't it?
No, they got like a little Wolverine.
Oh, okay.
And they got like
that
old,
is true. That is true.
old woman Captain Marvel, not Captain Marvel, Mrs. Marvel. Old woman Mrs. Marvel and Blink. One of the Blinks. I don't know which one. Could be Age of Apocalypse Blink. I don't know. I can't tell the difference.
I do have a question. Now, a lot of casual movie fans that's not into the comic books as we are said they hated the ending. Now, I believe if the Avengers movie was called Infinity War Part 1, they probably would have appreciated the ending a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about
I don't know why they didn't call it Part 1.
I think they wanted to be more of a complete movie because they wanted to sell the tragedy in the movie.
Yeah.
Because if they wanted to make it like a Part 1, they wouldn't have Thanos will return. Like everything, they tried their best to bring the devastation to it. Now, once again,
It was a Thanos movie.
Yeah, it was a Thanos movie. And the first time you see it, I'm just like, they did not just kill Black Panther.
Yeah.
They did not just kill Spider-Man. But then you sit there thinking, like, after you leave, like, wait, they got movies coming up. They have to kill. There's no way they're putting Shuri at the front line for Black Panther 2.
If this was DC, I'd have been like, yo, all them niggas is dead.
Yeah.
If this was Fox, I'd have been like, they're all dead until like the next director comes through 5 years from now, 9 years from now. But it's Marvel. I'm like, they'll be back next summer.
Yeah, they're going to be back. Yeah.
They'll be back in
But
time
it's still
for
like, it's crazy.
Christmas.
You got to wait a year, though. Like, really.
That's
it's
where
going to
I'm
be
like,
everything coming out.
Let me.
Spider-Man is dead for a year?
I want y'all to put this in context. Star Wars Empire Strikes Back came out. Super dark ending. It was like 3 years before the next Star Wars movie came out.
That is true.
And then there's that gap between 1 and 2 was even longer than that.
Yeah.
So like, yo, we only got a year.
We only got a year, but then once again, like, I hope that this movie, I think it being a more complete movie will probably help it for Avengers 4 because people want to know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Not that it's a part 2, like, okay, I'll just wait to see next year what's happening.
Yeah.
It's going to drive more people to go because Empire Strikes Back, The Return of the Jedi did not do as good as The Empire Strikes Back did.
Oh, I mean, they put that weird shit in there.
Yeah,
Those little Wookiees? Not Wookiees, those little
Ewoks.
Ewoks. Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck out of here with that. You know what I mean?
and then Boba Fett thing, but you know. But
I don't want to go to that.
but I'm saying, but
Apparently
the
he made
thing
it
about
out of
Empire
it.
Strikes Back though is it's like you really did not. You didn't know Han Solo was coming back.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know what's going to happen with Luke Skywalker. You didn't know really what was going to happen until that third movie came
You
out.
sat with that shit for
3 years.
Yeah.
And I
3
think
years you sat with that shit.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, there was no internet neither, so people didn't really.
That shit was in the theaters for like a year.
yeah, I'm just like, oh my God.
It was on like VHS and shit. Like,
Oh, shit.
yo, like, but 3 years is like we only gotta wait. And in the meantime, we got Ant-Man, which will hopefully make us feel better.
Yeah.
because Avengers kind of like that. Shit
I don't
was-
think Ant-Man's gonna make us feel better. I think at the end of that movie, they going to disintegrate.
Exactly.
And Paul Rudd going to be
Because
sick.
it does take place like in between Infinity War and
Yeah.
Civil War, so I'm glad they cleared that up.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, all right.
I'm
All
glad
right, so
they
that's what,
cleared that
okay.
up, yeah.
we got Captain Marvel next year.
Captain Marvel has to knock it out. I think
I'm
Captain
nervous.
Marvel's going to be huge.
I think it's gonna be.
I think because like their track record, even their worst film is still better than DC's best.
Can't say that.
I'm not talking about the Nolan trilogy.
No,
I'm not talking
'cause
about that.
I honestly,
I mean, what's
my personal favorite out the DC
Yeah.
universe is Batman versus Superman.
ew?
That's my favorite.
Yeah, I gotta wipe down that mic afterwards.
Now,
BVS,
yeah, I really
Your
enjoyed
favorite?
that.
Are you talking
I
about wiping
really
down the
enjoyed
mic
that.
and you still got all that Thor Dark World on the mic?
hey man, they my mics.
Damn, BVS really though?
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
Yo,
really-
I threw away the
I had
poster
to-
at BVS.
See, like, I understand. I was like,
I was
yeah,
verbally upset.
I
I
understand.
was cursing
like,
people out in the parking lot. I was heated.
I understand BBS was like, again, it was a necessary failure, but
Yeah.
it's like they stuck with it.
Necessary
Unlike Justice
failure.
League, where they was just like,
Oh, yeah, it was all over the
I
place.
was like,
Well, that's because they thought BVS was going to be solid. But yo, if you listen back to old Mark and Dark shows, I always shitted on the BVS trailer.
Oh yeah.
even when I saw that Comic-Con shit and it was them, and I was like, why is this shit so dark? Superman's eyes is red. This is Frank Miller shit. This is not going to work. Like, I understand what they're trying to do, and it ain't going to work. And then I saw that movie, and I was like, this movie is long. This movie is trash. The best thing about that movie was that Batman fight scene.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
I could have saved BVS easily.
Now, if we're talking about non-DC films, Watchmen is my favorite.
Oh, I mean, Dark Knight.
Well, yeah, that's the.
Look, I'm trying to hold back all my answers because I know I can rant and go on a rant. I
just see you sitting there like this, like, man.
I'm just like that. I'm like, look, we ain't got that kind of time. I'm saying, y'all better call me back for another one. I'm just saying, yeah.
Let's rant about superhero films. Have a couple.
I mean, Captain Marvel does have to be good. I just hope that once again, it is Marvel. It's going to sell. It's going to do good money.
Yeah.
The question is, will it do that $1 billion club kind of money?
This is what I predict. Well, this is what I don't predict this, but I think they're trying to do this is they're trying to make Captain Marvel as synonymous as Wonder Woman.
That's going to be hard to do.
You think? I think they already did it with fucking Guardians of the Galaxy. Who the fuck knew about Guardians of the Galaxy before the movie? I knew about them because of Annihilation, but I would have never thought you'd make a Guardians of the Galaxy movie. You're going to try to tell me Vin Diesel is going to play a plant that only says his name, and Bradley Cooper is going to play a raccoon, and we're going to get the guy from
Parks and Rec.
Thank you, to be Star-Lord? Like,
Yo, and that's
what?
when he was fat too.
Yeah, and I was just like,
He was
yeah,
huge.
what?
He fit.
What kind
He
of movie
worked
is
out for
this?
that movie.
And then we're going to put Batista in the movie. I saw the man with them iron arms. I was like, nah, dog.
With the iron
Not Batista,
That was a bad
dog.
movie.
Nah, man, that's my favorite kung fu movie. my man was bronze body, baby.
And they did that shit. Like Guardians of the Galaxy, in some people's opinion, is like one of the top Marvel films because no one expected it to come. DC shit the bed so bad with the Holy Trinity. I think they're trying to position They've been doing it in the comics for a long time. Captain Marvel has been the center of the last big event.
Yeah, Civil War II. She
Yeah,
was the
like
face of that.
I think that's what they're going to try to do. They're going to try to make Captain Marvel Wonder Woman.
But this is why I say that this can't go that way because when you look at it as a comic standpoint, you make all the right points.
Yeah.
But this is still a business.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it makes sense for her to be
Wonder Woman is 75 years,
Yeah.
a hero, and then she has is probably one of the greatest women superheroes. Captain Marvel was a man first.
Yeah.
Then came then became the woman Carol Danvers.
Yep.
First. A lot of this that they're trying to put in this movie, it's going to sell Marvel numbers. Like Guardians of the Galaxy sold Marvel numbers, but it didn't break 100 million opening weekend.
No,
It
but
didn't hit that $1 billion club.
but it did do what it was supposed to do. That was their largest gamble. That could have really fucked them up.
It really could have. But what are you looking for more for Captain Marvel to do? Are you looking to do impact like Black Panther or like Wonder Woman?
Captain Marvel's going to impact like Black Panther for women.
But
Just
Wonder
the
Woman,
same way Wonder Woman did. Wonder Woman was a shitty movie.
It was not a shitty movie.
That third act.
There was okay. Look,
I said that in the theater, and I got slaughtered.
That third
I was
act.
like, the
if you
third
defended
part was
that,
a little messy.
that third act,
I
Zack
got
Snyder was like,
slaughtered.
"Here's my dick. Watch me move it." What was it? It was dark.
Yo.
What was it? It was CGI. What was it? It was energy beam smash. She can fly.
Wait, so we're getting on the CGI for Wonder Woman in that third act, but we're not getting the CGI for Black Panther in that third act.
Oh, I tweeted a long time ago, like, can we talk
we
about,
talked about that.
the Black Panther CGI now that we're all like over Wakanda and we're feeling it, we're loving it.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how rocky that CGI was? And Ryan Coogler has a little bit of growing to do when it comes to shooting CGI
And action and everything. Yeah, I'm saying,
but Marvel makes good movies.
Marvel has had some stumps in the road. Are we able to admit that we are already so brainwashed to the fact that it's like this? Hey, as soon as they put their label on, it's like, hey, we're gonna go. It's gonna be good. I ain't be honest with you. I ain't think Guardians of the Galaxy was gonna be good.
I feel like they're on a streak right now.
I mean,
they're on a pretty good.
They are
streak.
so invested right now. Everything they're gonna put out is gold right now. There's nothing changing that.
I don't think I think Marvel's untouchable until after this Avengers movie.
Well,
I think Ant-Man's going to do well. It's going to be enjoyable. It's going to do Ant-Man numbers.
Yeah.
It's going to do respectable.
Yeah.
We going to get 1 million? No. Will it do more than Justice League? Probably.
Most likely, yeah.
I think Captain Marvel is going to. If they do that shit right, first of all, she has pants. That's first of all, she's not like trotting around in like a skirt and the get up. Second of all, Brie Larson's a better actress. Brie Larson has an Oscar.
Yeah, I ain't complaining.
Sam Jackson's coming back. Phil Coulson's coming back.
Hopefully, I just want Hawkeye and long hair.
That's
all I want.
It's going to be. It takes place in the 90s. Everything about
90s,
this
baby,
movie
so,
is going to if it's as good as I think it will be, which is just better than their worst movie, which is y'all opinion is Thor 2. I think that's a great Thor.
Yeah.
So they're already winning.
My second worst movie is Doctor Strange. So
Damn, really?
What?
I didn't like that.
Oh, okay. All right. That's cool. That's respectable.
I have it doing good now. I want to do good. I want it to be good. I want it to be on that Wakanda level. I want it to be like, we got women here doing this. We're going to do Wonder Woman, the woman style better than y'all. I want that to happen. I'm just trying to be realistic here.
Marvel listens too, unlike DC. DC reacts.
Yes, they do. DC is a reactionary.
That's a good
DC
point.
reactionary.
Marvel
does
listens.
Marvel's listening. Marvel knows how to balance out what the comic book fan likes and what the casual fan likes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they are very balanced in that nature, and I do hope. But
On toys alone, they're going to murder with Captain Marvel. They're going to make boy toys and girl toys. It's going to crush Wonder Woman. DC fucked up so bad the Holy Trinity couldn't outperform Guardians of the Galaxy.
they could.
The Holy Trinity, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, they are superheroes.
It's true.
That's like one of the first things you think of when you say superhero. You think like
But
Superman,
I think
Batman.
if they do Captain Marvel right, by the time in pop culture, Captain Marvel will be up there synonymous with Wonder Woman.
But however, the movie still has to be good.
I think the movie will be fine.
No,
I'm not worried.
Only fine. I need the movie to be like good, great.
I think
need
it'll be.
I need a B.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. I don't think it's going to be like a masterpiece. Like we're not going to get a Winter Soldier. We're not going to get a Civil War. I think we'll get a Ragnarok. If it's a Ragnarok, hell, if it's enjoyable, and you got a female lead who does feminist empowering shit, and she has on pants, and she's not like bullshitting around.
And not dependent on like
The
male
think pieces
Yes.
alone, dude. And then she's going to be so instrumental. She's going to be a huge part of Avengers 4. I'm trying to tell you, dude. They saw the mistake they made by waiting so long, and Black Panther doing the numbers that they did.
Yeah.
There was like, there's money in minorities. There's money in like this representation. They're going to make. They're putting a lot of bank on. Captain
I will
Marvel.
be sick, but you know what? Look, also, if Marvel knew that what the amount of money that Black Panther was going to make, I guarantee Black Panther would have had a bigger role in the third Avengers movie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I could definitely tell like they were gambling, like they weren't really sure.
They weren't. It was like this. Okay, we'll show you we'll show you some of the characters that was in there. But it was just like, damn, they doing 1.3 billion. It's too late to erase.
Yeah.
The fourth one's done too.
Yeah,
So if they're saying like, remember the third and fourth one have been done.
yeah.
So they could be like, well, if Black Panther ain't do too good, I don't know if Captain Marvel gonna do too good. She may be a big part, but that's why I said back in the show that they're going to marvel it a little bit. They're going to put the focus on the old Avengers. They're going to put the focus on that stuff like that. And maybe Captain Marvel has a big part at the end.
Yeah.
But I don't think she's the savior that everybody thinks
Oh,
she
no.
may be.
Well,
because they're taking a gamble on this movie as well.
I see what you're saying. I initially I thought she was going to be the Adam Warlock for this movie.
Yeah.
And champion it. It looked like Doctor Strange was quarterbacking a little bit, but I do think she'll be the Silver Surfer, where she'll be super important and either distracting Thanos to the point where someone can get the gauntlet off.
Yeah.
She's going to play a key. She's going to go toe to toe with Thanos, 100%, and she's going to last.
And you know what I'm saying? And for me to see that, I have to see that she needs to be a badass in this Captain Marvel movie.
I think they're gonna make her overpowered. She's gonna be binary.
because she is fighting the Skrulls.
Yeah, and I think after this, the next one's going to be Secret War. I think that's going to be setting up next. because they already was giggling about it on Twitter.
Most
They be
likely.
in interviews like,
Now, hopefully, after Secret Wars, we could get Venom back, and then
oh, that Venom trailer though, right? I didn't hate it as much as I thought I would.
I liked it.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, okay.
Y'all don't like it at all?
No, I like it. It's just,
just-
I'm
I can tell you what kind of
lukewarm on it a
movie
little bit.
that's
I need
gonna
to see
be.
another trailer.
no,
Okay.
I'm biased. I hate it. So I'm
I'm glad he looks like Venom, but I bet you
Yeah.
that's the only time you'll see Venom is in that scene and when he fights the big bad at the end. That's the only time you'll see him in full Venom. I think we'll get half Venom, arm Venom, tentacle Venom, leg Venom.
It from what
It's
it looked
an
like.
origin story.
From what it looked like, it's looked like prototype. So that's where I'm like pissed off. It's like you need.
Do you need
like,
the white?
The what?
Like the
spider.
yeah, like the white
Yeah,
spider.
well,
zone?
yeah, like it's like you need like why doesn't he have the white spider? How's he going to web sling?
Where is Peter Parker? Because they say he's in this.
Quote
dead.
unquote. Quote unquote, he's in this movie, and I'm like, it's just from honestly, it looks like a prototype movie.
That's what you meant by prototype.
Yeah, the game with the
Yeah.
symbiote.
Yo, Prototype 1 was trash. Prototype 2 is the shit, though.
Yeah.
'Cause I get to
2
play
is
as that
dope.
black dude. And any game I get to play as a black dude is a win for me.
Sorry if you play Crackdown 2.
Oh, no, I don't. I gave up on the Xbox by then. Once the Ring of Death was real, I was like, all right, I'm good.
That Ring of Death was fucking real.
Dog, you had to wrap your shit in a blanket, get it green, and then take it to GameStop that day. Like, what are y'all doing? Going to GameStop right now. Trading this shit in.
All Sony.
Sony could get everything right but movies.
Damn. You ain't never lied.
All they had to do is
well,
sit
that and
down.
handhelds. They can't get that shit right.
They're thriving in Japan.
Are they?
Yes, it is
No.
a big market in Japan.
Well, I had some sad news that they're going to cancel this whole Vita thing.
They are.
It just broke my heart.
When did he announce that?
Last week, we just will talk about it on our show.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
Say no more. Make sure you tune in.
I'm saying, because I'm just like, fuck, because I still play my Vita, and I'm proud of it.
All right. Well, I want to say that pretty much does it for us. We did an hour and a half.
That's it.
Sweet.
Wow.
I mean, that's a long one for us. We are not the hour and a half club anymore.
It's cool, man.
Derek looked like he about to check. That's because you worked out, dog.
Yeah,
That's why, like, see, like, you got to have the pudgy body, dog.
We look at 90 minutes like, oh, we just started. It's early.
Nah. We're seasoned men. We'd be like, nah. Well, let's just wrap it up with, I guess, overall, you got anything you want to say? Any closing remarks on?
Should we say
the film?
where it should top in our, like, we all said top 5. Should we say where it marks in our top 5?
Oh, you want to do top fives?
Yeah, top five.
Top fives?
Sure thing.
I'll go not first this time. I can go ahead.
Okay, yeah, you go.
Okay.
Because you went. Did you go first yet?
I didn't go first.
No,
yet.
I don't think he did.
You know what?
Yeah.
Oh man, damn.
You dark, right?
Yeah. All right, so I'll go with my first movie is Civil War, Black Panther, Avengers, Winter Soldier, Infinity War.
Oh, okay.
That was a good list.
That was a good list.
Number 1 is Winter Soldier is number 1.
Yeah.
Stuck at number 2, like these are like tied up. Black Panther and Infinity War. I can't really choose in between those two.
That's fair.
Then it's the first Avengers, and then number 5. I'm gonna put Thor Ragnarok. After watching the second time, I
Thor
enjoyed
Ragnarok
it a lot
was
more.
very enjoyable.
Thor Ragnarok was great. It
It was a good time.
Really?
It's on my top. I actually have a whole list of my ranking. I actually do all
Did you
19.
do it for the channel already?
I wanted to do Movie Web's ranking because it was so bad.
Yeah.
But we'll do that for another episode. It was so bad. Their top 18 was horrible.
I gotta see it. now.
Did you see it?
I watched saw like a little bit, and I'm like,
Like how bad? Watch Mojo or like?
Oh, I don't even know. Like, did they have a list? Is their list pretty bad?
Oh no, Watch Mojo fucks up everything.
They were
So,
good up until their 5 and down was good. Their 5 through 18 was bonkers.
Well, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go from 5 to 1.
Okay.
So my number 5 is Civil War.
Uh-huh.
My number 4, still Avengers: Infinity War. My number 3 is the first Avengers, and then my number 2 is Black Panther, and my number 1 is Winter Soldier. Still.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm gonna say my number one.
Dark World.
Nah. My favorite, my number one movie is Iron Man 3.
Man.
All right, it's time
That's
for us
the
to
word.
go.
Nah, if I said Iron Man 2, like, Iron Man 2 was the best one, and then Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 3, Thor Dark
Your
World,
equipment about to explode.
and
I'm like, wait a minute. Seriously?
no. So my number one would be Captain America: Civil War. Mm-hmm. My number two is going to be Infinity War.
Okay.
Number one is Civil War because it still has Black Panther in it. Number three is Black Panther. Number four would be Winter Soldier, and number five would be OG Iron Man. That shit still holds up.
Yeah, I saw the OG Iron Man.
It still holds up. It looks so good too. It looks good on HD. It looks good on SD. It looks good on my phone, my laptop, my work computer. It looks good everywhere I've seen it.
Yes.
I was an Iron Man 2 fan.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Whiplash?
Well, yeah.
Mickey Rourke?
Again, nostalgia. That was the first
Give me my
Blu-ray
bird.
I ever had, and that was the first Marvel
true.
cinematic movie I ever had. So it held a good place in my heart.
I want my bird.
Not
Hey,
my bird.
quick question.
The least action is Iron Man there is.
Yo, the least Iron Man movie was Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
My man ain't wear that suit,
I was
Nathan.
like, is he going? No. Okay. Quick question, because I know you said they were gambling on Black Panther because they didn't think it was going to do well. However, they did put him in Civil War, and he had a very big role in that.
Black Panther had a bigger role until Spider-Man came.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it was supposed to
That's
be Civil War, and then Black Panther's movie was supposed to come out right after that.
Right.
So I don't know how Spider-Man changed the landscape of things, but I think they knew it was going to do well. I think that the biggest gamble was Ryan Coogler. I mean, because up until then he had Fruitvale Station and Creed, but he
those
never
were two
had
top tier movies, like
right. But they
very
were
well.
also very low budget.
Yeah.
Giving a director that low of a budget, $250 million, and also a black director, two things you don't really super see very often.
Well, look, they picked Ryan Coogler because the first was supposed to be Ava DuVernay.
I think she would have made a shitty Black Panther.
Was that
I'm sorry.
Wrinkle in Time?
Damn.
I'm sorry. It wouldn't have been
Selma.
as good.
I identify her with Selma.
Okay.
I don't think it would have had the. I don't think it would have had the connection to the story as much as Ryan
Wouldn't
did.
had Michael B. Jordan either.
They wouldn't have Michael B. Jordan.
No, yeah, you're right.
I think hers would be more comic booky.
hers been more comic booky and a bit more apologetic opposed to unapologetic.
Yeah.
like Ryan Coogler's words.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so as you said in one of your shows a while ago, say I don't know what Ryan Coogler had to say to get that white money.
Have you heard him talk?
Yes, I heard talk.
That should be bugging me out. Like I have a
Deepest
corporate,
voice.
I have a corporate job, so I'm in there, and I be talking to people who like walk around on offices with like hoverboards and shit, right? So I can only imagine Ryan Coogler showing up and being like, so what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take realistically,
going on?
It's really about heart. And I'm gonna bring the heart to Black Panther, and I'm gonna actually connect it to the
femininity.
the African American struggle. And then they were just like, cause it's like he's so talented. But then when I see him in interviews, I was just like, wow, like yo, your skill set is so good that they were just like, I know he isn't selling us right now.
But wait
But
till this
trust
movie
me.
come out. Wait till this movie come out. It's going to
Trust
be
me.
magic.
There was someone who was interpreting to everyone when he left what was going on in the vision. I put that on, and I like after there's no way. $250 million. $250 million is a lot of money to give to a director whose biggest film
Props to
is Creed,
props to
the Rocky spinoff.
He got it back.
he hasn't had a
did.
failed movie yet, so
He did.
props to him.
Yeah.
Props to him.
Shout out to him. I don't know what he's gonna do next. Hopefully, Black Panther.
Yeah, they already said he's doing Black Panther too.
Yeah,
They brought him
And-
back real quick.
Also, I heard another fan theory that Kraven might be the villain.
Nah,
I would actually enjoy that because after they open up Wakanda, I could see him coming in and trying to
Just make
wrap
a
things
Namor.
up. Yeah. I also heard Namor, which will be a great way to bring.
But
him
I heard
in,
a
so.
studio has him though. A studio owns his
Paramount.
rights.
No, not anymore. I heard Fox had him, but not anymore because they did nothing with him. So
Okay. I thought Universal had them or something.
Damn it, Stan Lee.
Yeah, I know. It's like
Yo, one day there's gonna be a day where there's no more Stan Lee in these films.
after Avengers 4.
Really?
After
He filmed them
Avengers
up
4.
till then.
I feel like after Avengers 4, it's like this.
He has a really sad real life.
Yeah, he does.
Like they're like, it's really sad. Like if you don't know what's going on, just Google that shit. Stan Lee's adult life is fucking
Miserable.
terrifyingly sad. Shout out to Stan Lee, creator of all things. Awesome.
I'm about to look at
Shout out to
that.
Jack Kirby too. While
This
we're
got
here,
deep.
he doesn't get it. He doesn't get it as much as he should. All right, well that does it for us this week on the Mark and Dark Show. Oh yeah, hey, if you're listening to this and you stuck through, thank you. Thanks for hanging with us. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
But more importantly, shoot over to our Facebook page. There's a post pinned at the top there, or you can click the link in the show notes. And we're actually doing a contest right now. We have a pair of 4-day Wizard World Comic Con tickets to give away. So if you're in the Philadelphia or in the tri-state area, go ahead and click that, John. Comment with your favorite superhero, and you will be into a drawing randomly to win. So do that shit.
I'm about to do that now because I didn't pay for my tickets yet.
We
can't.
We good. You're part of the squad. Don't worry, I got you.
Oh yeah.
We'll have a conversation.
SPCS.
Yeah. That's good. Don't worry about it. You good. Just want to say thank our guests. Do you guys want to let them know where they can find you? All the things you guys got going on.
Oh yeah. So first of all, anything Spaces Productions you can find us on. I'm playing. Yeah. So on their website, you see that we do the Nerdgasm Talk podcast, and for those wrestling fans out there, we do the No Gimmicks Needed podcast as well. And you can find us on Stitcher if you have Android. Hopefully, you can find us on iTunes if you have iPhones, and then of course Speaker, Google Play, SoundCloud, all those great things. Anything you guys can find Spaces Productions on, we're on there now with them. So, we thank y'all for that. What I'm saying? You'll help keep the bills paid somewhere like that. And then also, we still do our podcasts and our videos on YouTube. So you guys can check us out on YouTube at the Nerd Coalition, where we, like I said, we do wrestling and then we do anime. And we're taking a break on anime. And then we and comics.
Taking a break on anime?
Yeah.
Sadly,
We got a second strike. We got to fall back on that.
Yeah,
That's fine. That's
Exactly. So but like I said, so you guys should also check out. We got the Nerdgasm Talk coming out. By the time you guys are hearing this, our show should be out too. We're going to be doing Avengers 4 talk as well, and then Sunday is usually our no gimmicks needed because we got Backlash coming up this Sunday also. And then I'll give you guys everybody an update on the fantasy points since we're doing wrestling fantasy now, kind of like football fantasy.
Yeah.
But we're doing it for wrestling now. So
I'm losing.
Okay.
it's bad.
Yeah,
So where can they find y'all? Like Instagram, Twitter, anything else like that?
Okay, so
kind of have an Instagram.
yeah,
I don't know if that's still.
you can find us on Facebook and then on Twitter at follow on Twitter because I'm bad at social media.
Twitter? Yeah, you can follow on Twitter.
Follow on Twitter.
I haven't been on Twitter in years.
Okay,
so I'm sorry.
Undeterred Nerd. Look, don't ask about the name. It was about somebody else. But Undeterred Nerds, where you can find follow us on Twitter, and then we're also on Facebook. So we are active, a lot of active on Facebook.
Yeah, is it facebook.com/Nerd Coalition?
As far as I know, yes.
Yes, it is.
All right, and the link will be in the show notes as well.
Yes.
Thank you guys for coming out to the Teal Room.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us with all this black excellence I see around here.
Yeah, I mean,
love this room.
I am my ancestors' wildest dream.
Yes.
Wow. I love
and
that.
behind a what ship is that again?
The one that got light speeded through. That's part of that movie.
Very true. Very true. All right, until next week. Later, y'all.
Peace.